What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gray. This is my fish garage, and we have lots of fry. Let's check it out. All right, everybody. So just wanted to do a quick video on some of the breeding that's going on in the fish room. As some of you may know, if you've been watching some of the other videos, I have been somewhat impatiently waiting for this big male jag to pair up with one of the females in this tank. And earlier this week, he did so with this little lady here. They scoped out that pot, laid a ton of eggs, and I'll add some footage of that as well, but laid a ton of eggs. And while he didn't do a phenomenal job of fertilizing the eggs, I did manage to pull probably about 30 wigglers that I found buried in the back of the pot. So not many, but enough to get, a few good looking fry, hopefully. Breeding is just one of the things that I really enjoy about the hobby. Obviously, I love keeping these beautiful fish, but the challenge of getting them to breed, and while I know challenge is used lightly with some of these Central American cichlids that are kind of just add water and a male and a female and you'll get some babies eventually, but I do really enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge of raising the fry, watching the fry develop and grow up, and then I do like sending them out into the hobby as well. So really awesome fish. I've loved keeping them. They are absolutely beautiful. There's my boy Paul, Big Fish Lad, would say they're absolutely stunning, and they really are. I love this group of fish. And then if you have been around the channel for an even longer time, you will definitely recognize these guys. This is my pair of Parachromis multifasciatus, and they have a giant spawn all on the inside of this pot here. They laid these a couple of days ago, so they should be wigglers within the next probably 36 hours. So really excited to have these guys spawn again. I love this pair. They're absolutely beautiful. They've been super prolific spawners, but it has been a while. They took a little break, I think, because I moved them around quite a bit and had them with some tank mates that weren't really super conducive to them continuing to spawn at such high rates. They do have some tank mates that are unfortunately being pinned into the top corner here. This is not my most beautiful tank, but they're pinning these Amphilophus lionsi into the corner of the tank. So I'll have some wigglers soon. Be definitely pulling those fry out and raising them. We've got Carpentis fry still in the tank. There's a handful. They've managed to get through the divider, but there are a handful of fry in here. This is my big male. Well, he's not big, but he will be big. But probably about 20 or so fry in there from the same spawn. We've got a whole lot of Carpentis fry. So these are Herichthys carpentis Rio Hondo fry. I've got Andinoacara rivulatus fry, which are your gold som, commonly known as green terrors. Both of those guys are going to be available. And then waiting for, super impatiently waiting for this group of Therichthys maculopennis to spawn. They tease me multiple times a month, looking like they're going to spawn. I think that is the big male back there in the back. There is a female hiding back there as well. They have really kind of been keeping to themselves lately, so I'm hoping that means that a spawn is imminent, but I've seen her with her tube down multiple times. Nothing ever comes of it. So I've learned not to get my hopes up, and until I see some actual eggs and wigglers, I'm not buying it. So we'll see what happens there. And then lastly, here's my fry of my blue-eyed lemon bristlenose plecos. These guys are awesome. I was super excited to find these. As you know, I mostly deal with specialize in Central and South American cichlids, so this was a little bit of a departure from my norm, and I've even got another group here. These guys are much newer. These are just over 60 days old, so they're doing awesome. Feed them some French cut green beans, and they crush it. So, and then I've got my little group of German blue rams up here, some smaller guys than what I'm typically used to keeping, but I did have some eggs off of them. There's 6 females and 1 male in here, so he has his pick. He just went behind that piece of driftwood, but did get a spawn. He didn't do his deal. Nothing was fertilized, but it was their first try. He had only been in the tank for about a week. So hopefully get some fry off of those guys. And then we'll end with kind of the channel mascot, this big brute. I wish he would leave his female alone long enough to get a spawn, but it doesn't seem meant to be. He keeps her pretty much pinned underneath that log there and has been beating up on her pretty good. Probably need to throw a divider in there. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for checking out the channel. I'll see you next time.